but you are not free to leave. You do have a warrant out of Everett, okay? Looks like you have quite a few warrants out of Everett. So I'm not believing that your name is Kiara.
It's my sister. Oh, please,
Yep.
please don't.
Just face the vehicle.
Please don't. I don't have anything to smoke, so.
Well, obviously we're smoking something off the tinfoil.
On January 9th, 2024, Everett Police Department responded to a Burlington retail store in Everett, Washington. A store employee reported a woman burning security sensor tags off merchandise inside a store restroom. Store management requested the subject be trespassed, a civil process withdrawing property access. Under RCW 9A.52.080, criminal trespass second degree, this notice is the legal predicate for future criminal charges if she returns. The manager reported a burning smell after the subject left the restroom, but found no physical evidence at the scene. Without tangible proof, criminal charges could not be filed. Probable cause requires more than odor alone.
Yeah, actually, the box is right there.
Oh, thank you. Burning what?
Sensors in the bathroom.
Okay. Hello, I'm Officer Herr, Marysville Police Department. So they are requesting you be trespassed, so just leave those items right here.
How come?
So you went in the bathroom and you burned some items, the sensors off some items.
I didn't burn anything. I was literally just going through.
Okay, so they're requesting that you be trespassed.
Okay.
What's the lighter on your wrist for?
Yeah, of course. So that way when I go to smoke, I just have it right there. That way no one steers it, you know?
Okay.
I get my stuff stolen a lot.
Okay.
It's crazy. It's my first time ever coming over here.
We're gonna walk over to my patrol car.
I even made sure to put my, you know, like, items that I was gonna buy out on the shelf so that way I can bring it in the bathroom.
Okay. What's your last name? Okay, hang tight here. I'm just gonna write you up a trespass. What were you doing in the bathroom that would make them think that you were burning something?
I have no idea. I didn't smoke anything at all.
Okay, just hang tight.
We're trying to see if something is still burning in there, but it is strong.
Okay, so we would just need evidence, some sort of, you know, proof, because she's saying she didn't burn anything, she didn't have anything on her.
Yeah.
So right now I'm just writing up trespass.
That's fine, because as soon as I would be able to get video evidence would be tomorrow. So, and of course it's too late for right now.
Was there any items, did you check where she left her stuff? Did you see anything burnt?
So when I had another customer who went into the restroom at the same time she did.
Yeah.
I went in there and checked myself, and nothing was burning at that time.
Okay.
The customer came out, and as she's coming out, she's like, I heard a lighter go on. She was, I don't know what that was all about, but I heard a lighter. So I went in there again, and all I can smell is the burning smell of our sensors in the bathroom. Like, it literally still smells like that in there right now. It takes a while because we don't have great ventilation in there,
Yeah.
so it takes a while for it to come out of the restroom.
Yeah.
To not have to close it off for the rest of the night. But
Did you see
she
anything?
had some of our stationery stuff that was like a purple pen with like a star on it. I know that she had one of those in her hands, and I don't know if she still has that or not, but that was one of the things that she had. And she had some bags and stuff. I did try to pick up as much of the bags as I could, but yeah.
Okay, so you just want to trespass, or do
I
you
just want to get her trespass right now. That's, yeah.
Okay, I'll do that, and then okay, and then I'll just bring this back in. Okay, thank you. Okay, sorry, just another minute.
Under RCW 9 8.5 2.080, the one-year trespass applies only to this specific location. Washington courts hold trespass notices are property-specific unless a unified retail policy is explicitly communicated to the subject. The subject voluntarily disclosed 2 prior 60-day bans from Everett Public Library, both triggered by vapor sensor activations she attributed to a companion. This established a documented behavioral pattern across multiple public institutions. The subject signed the trespass notice, a procedural acknowledgement, not an admission of wrongdoing. Under Washington law, the notice is valid regardless of signature. Sound practice. Document, obtain acknowledgement, close the loop.
Yeah, so they said that right after you went into the bathroom, it smelled like, there was a customer complaining that when you went into the bathroom, it smelled like burning. And then the manager went in after, and she said it smelled like,
It's so funny because if you play the camera tapes, I wasn't even in the bathroom long enough to do anything other than pee.
well, unfortunately, I mean, I can't prove that you were in there burning, so they aren't pressing charges for anything. They just want you trespassed.
So does this mean I can't come to the whole place, or?
Just this location. So if you wanted to go to a different Burlington, you could. And then same as like if you need to go to Big Lots or something. But you cannot, so it would be criminal trespass in the second degree if you're hanging out outside of this specific store. So if you go to Big Lots, don't like linger in front of here. And you also, it's a 1-year trespass from this store.
I don't get to shower often, so I mean, I've had people tell me I do smell bad.
No, they said it's like burning plastic.
I didn't light anything on fire at all.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny because the Everett Library actually twice now has barred me for 60 days because they said I was smoking in the bathroom. Their vapor sensors went off, and the second time I watched the security guard watch me and my homegirl walk into the bathroom together, and she smoked in the bathroom. I didn't. I don't smoke in public because I like being able to go to the restroom when I can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
but like, how's the store supposed to know when, if two of you go in and then it smells like smoke?
He said you were the only one in the bathroom when it went off. I was like, who saw her go in there with me, dude? Come on, stop! Like, don't even play me like that. Run the cameras back.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, but when the sensor went off, she was already gone. And I'm like, okay, well then y'all need to fix your sensors or something.
Yeah.
Think about how much time it takes for the smoke to travel to the top of the ceiling and then to get to your sensor or whatever. I don't know, but either way, he knew she was in the bathroom. And then he told me, well, you can dispute it, and honestly, it'll probably get lifted because every single one we've had except one ever was lifted. Because the chick smoked fentanyl right in front of the security officers. Like, while she was trying to argue with the administration or something. And I was like, that sounds pretty psychotic. Talk about a jail date for her.
A routine name check returned multiple outstanding warrants from Everett. Under RCW 10.31.030, once an officer has reasonable grounds to believe a valid warrant exists, taking the subject into custody is mandatory, not discretionary. The subject had provided the name Kiara at initial contact. The system returned Kylie. The officer cross-referenced DOL and booking photographs. Both matched the subject. The false identity was exposed through methodical database verification. Under RCW 9A.7, 6.010, providing a false material statement to a public servant is a gross misdemeanor, up to 364 days in jail and a $1,000 fine. A civil trespass became a criminal charge the moment she gave a false name. The arrest was initiated on the outstanding warrant. The subject protested verbally but remained physically compliant. Under Graham v. Connor, 1989, force is judged from a reasonable officer's perspective. Minimal force was appropriate. The officer conducted a search incident to arrest, a Fourth Amendment exception established in Chimmel v. California, 1969. Officers may search the area within a suspect's immediate control upon a lawful arrest. No additional warrant is required. The search yielded tin foil, a common paraphernalia item associated with smoking-controlled substances. Under RCW 69.50.412, possession of drug paraphernalia is a misdemeanor, pending laboratory corroboration of the item's intended use.
Warrant 31, are you available to come to Burlington? Okay. So you'll just sign here at the bottom. This is, like I was saying, a 1-year trespass. Just right down there acknowledging that. So far. So at this point, though, I'm going to give you your copy of this, but you are not free to leave. You do have a warrant out of Everett, okay? Looks like you have quite a few warrants out of Everett. There's one for criminal trespass in the 2nd degree.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's not my sister.
So the name that you gave me is not coming back with return. The only name is coming back with Kylie, and all of the photos, the DOL photo is you, the booking photos is you. So I'm not believing that your name is Kiara.
That's my sister.
Kiara is your sister.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kylie is your name.
Kaylee.
Kaylee. Okay, so why'd you lie to me about your name? Because you knew you had a warrant?
No.
Okay, so you're under arrest for the warrant.
Oh, please,
Yep.
please don't.
Just face the vehicle.
Please don't arrest me.
This isn't going to turn into a fight.
Please don't arrest me.
This is not going to turn into a fight. Face the
Please,
vehicle.
please don't
Hey,
arrest me. Please,
face the vehicle.
Please.
Face the vehicle.
Please don't arrest me, please.
Put your hand behind your back.
Please don't arrest me.
What do I not understand? Here. What do you have? What do you have? Is it cellulitis or something? 801, I have one in custody. 31 put there. What do you have on your leg? Yeah, what is it? I'm saying. Okay, step up here. What's in your pocket? There's like a... What were you smoking in the bathroom? Was it in the...
I wasn't smoking anything.
You weren't smoking
I really
off
was
a
not smoking.
tutor?
No. You don't have anything to smoke, so...
Well, obviously we're smoking something off the tinfoil.
No, I just have that.
Lift your hands for me. Okay, do you have anything else that I would need to know about, or the jail would need to know about? Do you have anything in your bra?
Before I came in. That's why I didn't smoke in the bathroom.
Okay, what pills?
Any pills?
Okay. We'll have a nurse check you out there. Take a seat in the back seat. Nothing in your shoes?
Can you call for an aid for my leg?
We will once we get there. Sorry that took so long. Here's your copy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, you too.
The officer observed a skin lesion on the subject's leg, potentially cellulitis. Washington detention intake protocols require medical screening for all detainees. The officer flagged the condition for staff, meeting duty of care obligations. At the time of this analysis, case disposition was unavailable through public records. The subject faces potential charges: criminal trespass, RCW 9A.52.080, false statement, RCW 9A.76.010, and drug paraphernalia possession, RCW 69.50.412. Lesson learned. Providing a false name to law enforcement transforms a civil matter into a criminal charge under RCW 9A.76.010. Outstanding warrants always surface through DOL and booking photo cross-reference. The database does not forget. Lesson learned. Unresolved warrants follow a person regardless of where contact occurs. A routine store trespass became a mandatory arrest because of prior legal obligations. Warrants do not expire quietly. They surface at the worst possible moment. The officer receives a B+, efficient trespass procedure, accurate warrant identification, minimal force, and proper duty of care response. Minor gap. On-camera Miranda advisement timing was not confirmed for questions asked post-custody. The subject receives a D, a false name, active warrants, discovered paraphernalia, and a documented behavioral pattern combined for a preventable outcome. Physical compliance during arrest was noted, but could not offset the cumulative exposure.